Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I got a couple of cars to clean and they are pretty dirty for us. So yesterday we took both our Evos up for a bit of a cruise up the mountains. So here's an indication on the red one. We drove through a little bit of mud and yeah, it was wet mountain roads. Very, very dirty cars for us. So there's one, and you also have a black one here as well. It's very similar. Just caked in dirt, mud splatter, and yeah, definitely due for a good clean to get all this off the coating. So I figured I got two sort of pre-wash foams I've been using when the cars have been extra dirty, and I've kind of been going between them. Really liked both, so I figured today I'm going to test them both out, sort of put them head to head, see which one I would like to keep stocked up on my shelves. So you can see I'm almost empty here of the Bowden Zone Mega Snow. I've used this and had this for a fair while now. Been using it a lot, and then recently I picked up Carpro Lift, and yeah, almost gone through half of it already. Really been using the Lift a lot as just clean, rinse, and then blow dry the car if it's not too dirty. Whereas the Mega Snow I mainly used before I did some decontamination. But I figured they're both similar products, similar price points, and I'm going to go with one side of the car using the Bowden's Mega Snow Job with their Snowblow cannon. Other side of the car, I'm going to use Carpro Lift and the Wax It cannon. So I'm not really going to so much compare the thick foam or anything. They both seem to be super thick, but using different foam cannons, it's not the most fair. What I want to test out is price, how well they work, and how long they cling for. So they're pretty similar in a lot of ways, but price, so the Bowdens you can get in two sizes. You got this 1 litre, which is $32. You can also get 5 litres for $107. Now for the Carpro, you can get 3 sizes. They offer a 500ml also, which I don't think I'd bother getting because it's only a few dollars less than getting the 1 litre. But yeah, you can get 500ml for $25. This 1 litre is going to be $29, so a little bit cheaper. And then they offer in a 4 litre as their bulk, which is really good price, and what's sort of leaning me towards getting that one, because yeah, the 4 litre is $66. So they both use the same dilution ratios, or I'm going to be anyway, 900 mils of water to 100 mils of foam. So both of these are evenly measured out. And yeah, we're going to use my just basic cheap Ryobi pressure washer. We're going to foam the car down while it's dry, not going to pre-rinse or anything. I'm going to do, I guess the way we'll use the Bowdens on the driver's side over here and the Carpro on the passenger side over here. It's going to quickly go over, give it a few minutes, see which one seems to cling, because they both seem to cling very well, and then rinse them off and have a good look. Maybe even use their air dryer to blow dry to see which one looks cleaner. Obviously I'm then going to go ahead and do a contact wash afterwards off camera, but just to see which one does the best at breaking down the dirt that is on the car. So with that said, grab the 2 foam cannons out, sit them down, and we'll start off with the Bowdens. Okay, so we've got the foam cannon on. So I'm going to go for the wheels as well. So I might just go the side of the car. So I'm going to spray the wheels, front and back. Really want to get the lower of the door. I'm just going to try and avoid going up too high where I will sort of cross-contaminate the products. So yeah, let's go ahead and spray this down. Sorry, I may need to, good thing I didn't say anything about the foaming ability. I may need to slightly adjust this foam cannon. It's been a while since I've used it. Okay, that's plenty for the Bowdens. Let that go. We'll swap the foam cannons over. Go with the Wax It, so I'll just put the camera down while I do that. Okay, we've got the Wax It with the Carpro Lift. Let's go ahead and foam this one. Now it's about even. So I'm going to put this down, and we're just going to check after a couple of minutes which one is clinging better. coming back over to the Bowden side, you can see that is clinging really well. So a lot of the excess has dripped off. You can see there's just that layer that is just hanging around, especially on the side of the door here where we really need it to, and the side skirt and the wheels. Interested in seeing, do we get any, because there's a lot of heavy braking yesterday, went up the mountains. Interested in seeing, do we get any black into the foam dripping off, or is it just going to be all the white, seeing how strong it cleans the wheels. So yeah, I will give it a couple of minutes and we'll pick the camera back up and compare. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. Probably need to hurry up because the other side of the car is now in the sun, but I can clearly see that the Bowden's has clinged a little bit better because it's still a little bit left there. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything too much coming down off the wheels, so we'll see how well they cleaned. But let's go ahead and start to rinse this off. Okay, so we'll leave that for a minute. Come around the other side of the car because we don't want to get this Carpro off. The sun was just sort of beaming on it for a minute there. You can see it's basically all run off the car now, sticking to the tyres only. Okay, so off the initial rinse, see that neither can clean the car up enough for just how dirty it was. Definitely, last time I used the Carpro on the wheels, I definitely got a lot more sort of runoff, but that was after a track day, so where I've been using the brakes a lot more. Yesterday was just a mountain run, bit of a cruise, so the car got dirtier, but the wheels weren't as bad. And yeah, so we'll come over to the Bowden side. So, I mean, as I was rinsing, you could see there is so much contaminant left in the paint that it's not running and beating off like it should for a coated car. So it obviously needs that contact wash pretty bad, but it has removed a lot of the dirt, a lot more than I would expect from just a regular snow foam. So there was mud splattered up here in the side guard there, the front guard, and it is gone. Now obviously there is because like yesterday it was a rainy, wet day. We had the sun coming and going, kind of a lot like today. So we're driving in roads that were covered in mud, getting it covered over the car, then it would rain, and then sun would come out and it would bake it in. So yeah, it was a pretty good test for getting the car dirty and getting a lot of grit sort of baked into the paint. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely see the wheels and the car itself are still pretty dirty. I'm going to go touching the paint, but for the wheels, for example, so it's the Bowden's, pretty clean here. Yeah, not bad. It's done a decent job cleaning the wheels. So let's compare that to the Carpro. It's the same thing where there was mud, except for this little, don't know what that is, but yeah, that didn't come off. Whatever that was, it's like glue, so I'm not sure what that is. But the paint itself, I've got the side skirt a little bit drier over here, so you can kind of see, I don't know, I was about to say this one looks a little bit cleaner over the side, but then I got to the back, probably not so much. So we'll test the wheel. So That bit of the spoke's clean. I can definitely see some that aren't. So obviously where I rinsed, where the snow foam dwelled. Like down here, pretty clean, a little bit. We've got some other sections that, yeah, not so good. Over here it's really dirty. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard to call. So here's where I didn't really get too much of the snow foam. You can see it's a lot dirtier than here where I did, but they're both really needing a thorough contact wash. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to this side skirt where it's starting to dry a bit, and yeah, it's similar. It's still clearly dirty. I'm almost leaning towards, so yeah, let's get a good comparison here. So hopefully you guys can see that. Still quite dirty. We'll rush straight back over to the Carpro. Same sort of spot. Yeah, too close to call. They both definitely cleaned a lot of it. So, I mean, here's the red one for an example of before. So that's what we're kind of looking like before. And maybe pressure washing would have done a good amount. But that clinging of the snow foam running down off the car, kind of feel like, comparing, I use a lot of snow foams. So these ones are definitely cleaning a lot better, I've found, than just the regular pH neutral ones. As to which one's better, which one I'm going to order, since they're so hard to call, I think I'm going to go down with the price, go with the Carpro Lift. I can buy 4 litres for $66. That's definitely more desirable than the $107 for 5 litres, so an extra litre, you know, a lot more on top. So yeah, I like both. This one is great, the fact that we can run down to the shops and grab it if ever needed, but I think to keep on my shelves I'm going to go with the Carpro Lift for now. But I do have some more to test out. This one definitely dwells. Like, I did it first and then afterwards it was still clinging onto the paint, whereas the Carpro was gone, but did not seem like it cleaned too much more. It is hard. It's not a, honestly guys, this is not a scientific test in any way. This is just me doing it, saying my thoughts as I go. So yeah, better clinging, better price. Cleaning ability, pretty even. Foaming, this one seemed to foam a little bit more, but it's not fair to compare because the Bowden's foam cannon I haven't used in a while. I think I need to give that a bit of a clean out. So it went a little bit watery at the start, whereas the Carpro one using the wax snow foam, I have used that more recently and it was still foaming up. So I'd probably even say that thicker foam, I expected to go to the Bowden's one, based when I first used them both. So yeah, I'd say thicker foam, better cling would go to the Bowden's. The cheaper price is definitely going to the Carpro. Availability though is going to Bowden's, and cleaning ability I'm not really too sure. I'm going to say about on par. They both have the same directions for dilutions basically. Both recommend the other 1 to 9, 1 to 10 dilution ratio. Add more if you want a stronger clean, which I could have done definitely for this car. So yeah, that's going to be it. My thoughts are I'm going with the Carpro. I could recommend either one though, and you guys would be happy. So yeah, there we go. Just thought I'd do this today before washing the car, because why not? It's a good way to test out 2 different products in a pretty fair sort of test. So thought I'd do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. And yeah, leave me any comments, let me know what you guys think. Am I completely wrong? Did one do better than the other and I just didn't see it? Or, you know, feel free to leave me in comments what you thought. And subscribe if you're not already. Plenty more videos like this to come. But with all that said, until next time, I'll catch you guys later.